Hey guys, welcome back to another journal episode of Animal Crossing GameCube. Good evening. I'm talking to you guys earlier than I thought, and that is because yesterday when I hopped on in the morning, when I woke up about 9 a.m. to go check on the Cherry Blossom Festival, two things happened. One, the Cherry Blossom Festival had not started at 9. I'm not sure when it began, if it was 10, 11, or 12, but I was on from like 9 to 9:30, and that even though the music was special, it had actually not changed, or rather the festival was not set up, tour time was not out there, and things were not going on. But the music in the morning was very different. So some of these hourly themes are like much different in the Cherry Blossom rendition. So I recommend all of you go run out and take a look and take a listen rather to the Cherry Blossom renditions of all of the hourly music in the game, because I think it's interesting. It's music you probably have not really heard remixes of that before. The second thing, and the reason why I'm recording today, is because Tom Nook sent me a letter, something that is rather rare. I don't know how often they occur. I do just know that they are rather rare. I've only been to a handful of these, but there's a special sale. So sometimes Nook's shop will hold a special sale. It usually lasts 1 hour, so it'll begin at 4 p.m. His stores usually close the hour before and the hour after to prepare for the sale. And you can see here it specializes in something, whether it's furniture, carpet wallpaper, clothing. It's one of the main items, and this time you can see it's going to focus on fashions. So we'll have a special fashionable item in the store today at 4 p.m. And now if you do, oh my god, if you do go pay him a visit for that sale during that hour, you'll get a special prize, and I'll be sure to. That's why really reason why I'm going to go, not because I want a new shirt. There we go, our very first bug we caught, and none other than the common butterfly. Starting out with the most common of bugs. So we've got that, and again, just like they've returned in New Leaf, you can sneak with your bug net. So go ahead and take it there. So there's our very first bug, and it's the very first one. How fitting. That is very fitting. So I'll just go for verification. See, yeah, his shop is closed. So there's a special event, so we'll have to head on out and check them out in just a little bit. So actually, I don't really feel like fishing at the moment. We're just going to go run down and check on the Cherry Blossom Festival one more time, now that I know it's actually going. So I'm not sure on the hours. Maybe it's like 12 to 6 or something, 10 to 6. The actual event will be ongoing, so I can't imagine we're going to get anything new. What is she doing? She's like on roller skates on her feet. Everyone's so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, so you don't get anything else. Yeah, I wanted another one. We'll go check. We do see Nooks. Blossoms on the wind, floating in my memory, bringing thoughts of spring. A haiku by Mayor Tortimer. That was a good job, Tortimer. Great job there. You on your roller skates over here. Or you're cha-chaing. That's what you're trying to do. Alright, fair enough. Okay, well, I'm going just to run around town, do a few daily things, and I will catch back up with you guys when it is 4 o'clock. So we can go check out Tom Nook and see what his sale holds right after I capture this clouded yellow butterfly. Yes, not just the yellow butterfly, the clouded yellow butterfly. Such a cute yellow. Yeah, I'm not sure how they decided the white one was going to be common, but that was going to be yellow, you know. So, yeah, we're going to hang out and wait for Nooks. And I did want to apologize. First of all, I haven't edited any of these because I know I was behind on some Minecraft content. So in the future, there we go, a crawfish, a crayfish, a crawdaddy, whatever they're called. In the future, these are actually going to probably go up the day after, and I'm going to try and make them scheduled publishing about the time that I play. So if you are active on YouTube, it'll, like if I recorded this at 3, 4 o'clock, it's going to show up about that time frame, so that way when I introduce myself, it's a little bit more fitting. And it'll show up probably about 24 hours after the recording. Now, I want to apologize that the mouse has been on the screen for parts of the other episodes before this. And that's because I'm looking at my television, and then this is riding through my computer, and then my computer's capturing the screen with fraps, and through my little capture device, it's going into the computer. So I had just clicked start and then left the mouse on the screen and then was looking at the television, didn't notice, but looking back at the recording, it really, really irked me. So I know if it irked me, it definitely really bothered some people out there that the mouse was just on the middle of the screen in this Animal Crossing GameCube Let's Play. So I apologize, and I'm making sure a point to look out for that now. So hopefully that won't be as much of an issue in the future. And of course, our first two river fish are the same two things. I guess this is something I can show off since I want to get rid of some inventory space. So in this game, you get your cabinets. You can store 3 items in them. But you can also store 4 items in your gyroid. So the main ways to store things in this version of the game and how I did in the past was just getting tons of lockers for your basement. Or I would just save all of my mail in the post office and just dump my stuff in there, but that's pretty time consuming. That's like permanent things that I want to store for good. But in here, you can just store 4 quick items. And for instance, that's always like where I put my raffle tickets for some reason. And you can set this to be for free. You can set a price, or you can just put it on display, which is what I'm going to do. But essentially, say Thalia makes a character in this town, and she's going to play when I'm not around. And I'm like, oh, I have this shirt, but like I want to put it up for sale. So what I can do is put it in here and then set it as a price, which I will just for the heck of it. Let's put it like at 500 bells. So if another player were to come over to my town and put in the memory card and like travel to my town, they could buy this for 500 bells, and then the gyroid will give that to me next time I talk to him. Or he can just keep it on a display, or I can trade with just another character in my town that may be playing. If I want to like give things and I don't trust them to drop me the money, you could do it this way, which I thought it was kind of nifty. And this is, and Wild World didn't have anything like this. But in City Folk, they had the auction site, which kind of failed because it just didn't really work very well. But then in New Leaf, of course, you've got the flea market going on at retail that you essentially you do this at a higher level. And in City Folk, the actual gyroid runs it, which is kind of funny that they like brought him back and remember that he did item storing, so we'll let him run the auction house, which is a way to like store and trade items. So yeah, that happens. We'll take a look at the rest of his options as we get there. Yeah, so now I need to run down to the museum and do some selling or some donating, which I guess I can do with you guys. So you can see some of the bugs and stuff donated here. Yeah, I'll take you guys with me, and then we'll go run by the sale. Because after the sale, I'm just going to get off. So let's grab this. During the sale, Nook will have nothing else in his store but that one item. So it's going to be one piece of clothing that'll be the specialty. There won't be anything else in the store, which means I can't buy or do anything else at the moment. I'm pretty sure I can sell, though. So we'll have all that to deal with. Which means I'm not going to do too much of the day because I'm not going to wait till he opens back up an hour later at 5 to get back on to do things today. So we'll just wait to play later on the week. So one at a time. Of course, we'll just do the bugs. Just like the other games, he's going to freak out for 5 minutes. And the only thing that bugs me about this version is he talks slow. See, I press B and I can't speed it up. Every other text in the game, you can press B to speed it up. But you can't speed it up when he's freaking out about bugs for whatever reason. Butterflies are beautiful, yet moths are monstrous. Well, if you were to ask me, I'd say they're all the same. I digress. He's going to say the same thing about the other butterfly, I know. So he has kind of like groups of things he says about each one. So not quite as much effort into this. But the museum was brand new. The original Animal Forest game for 64 in Japan did not have a museum. So this was a whole new deal that they were just trying out, and it was kind of put into place with the GameCube version. So it wasn't put as much time into it as there was all of the text for the characters' conversations that they were working on translating. They put much more focus on the character interactions versus the museum. This was kind of like a side thing, because before you would just look, it would just be like, oh, you can just look and see that you collected them all, not necessarily working with the museum to preserve that collection. This diminutive fellow is a relative of the lobster. Its pincers are small, but distressingly powerful. Hoot! Indeed, it delights in a little pinchy. We'll take pains to ensure our mutual safety. I like that pun. All right. And last but not least, the crucian carp, the basics of the basic, the bland of the bland, the bony fish that no one wants. But even the run-of-the-mill common fish are valuable resources, you see, all part of the grain tapestry. Take excellent care of this fellow, oh yes. All right, there you go. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. All right, I'll see you at 4 o'clock for sure this time. I couldn't press record fast enough because I was jamming the button here. The rocks turn red. The money rocks in this game, just like the other ones, once a day. Depending on your luck, or if you've got a fortune, it can increase the amount you get from it. But it turns red when you do it, and your first like 2 or 3 are easy to get, and then the red starts fading away. And of course, if you actually dig holes behind you to trap it, you'll get it. You'll get it going. I think it only does drop 7 though. I don't think it ever drops 8. But we'll have to actually try because I don't ever do very much with this. The bells in this game also, you don't have every single 100 bell increment like you do in the newer games. It's only 100, 1,000, 10,000, 30,000, or 99,000 bell bags, I believe, are the only increments you can do. You can't do any smaller or any mixture of those. You can't combine them. Like you can't combine 100 100 to make 200. Yeah, 100 to 1,000 is all you can pull out. But that's, obviously those couple thousand were super helpful in us getting towards our mortgage, which is only about 17,000. But I'm not in any rush to do that at the moment. Smashing on rocks, even though I know I've already got the money rock for some reason, but I got a pill bug. I bet that's a bitter pill for it to swallow. Oh. I see you over there. You're not gonna get away from me. Look at me. I look like a pansy. I'm blending into the yellow flowers. Now for the pounce. For the attack. I'm on the offensive. Boom! I got a exactly 7 spots, but I only count 5. I'm not sure where the other 2 are. And I only count 4 right there. I don't know. Thought that's 7-spotted ladybug. Yeah, in this game, there's differences between what it calls it when you catch it and then what it's actually called in the game. It's called just a yellow butterfly, not the clouded yellow, and then it's not called a 7-spotted. It's just called the spotted. But the text when you catch it is actually different. So, yeah, it was good running around town. Picked a whole bunch of weeds and got some more fossils, and yeah, we did good work. So we're gonna go check in this in 1 minute here, and then that will be it. That will be it for sure. Just put that in there for now. Yep, there we go. He's opened up his shop. And there's the sale. Aren't you luckin'? We just happen to be having a special event today. Free balloons for everyone. Yes, if you visit one of Tom Nook's special hourly sales, he will give you a free balloon of random color. And it's a basic balloon. I don't believe it's a bunny balloon. There's no heart balloons in this version, but I believe that he gives you a basic balloon, not a bunny balloon every single time. But maybe he actually does give you bunny balloons. We'll find out. Yeah, so that's a plain purple balloon. We'll go ahead and hold that. And then we'll see what this shirt is. It's the height of fashion, or so claims Fauna magazine. I don't really want that shirt at all. I kind of just wanted your free balloon. You have nothing here at all. So to wrap up the Cherry Blossom Festival, so we don't have to ever think about this again unless I'm just listening to the music, I wanted to check to see if... Oh, so yeah. So the common NES games are considered common because you can reorder them, and you just buy them from Nook Shop, and those are the 2 we got from the grab bag. Oh, and you can reorder the Pink Tree model. So I'll go ahead and order another one right now, just because I can. So I'll go ahead and order that and send that on its way. That will be all. That will be all, Tom Nook. Let's go look at our balloon. I think just like in the other games, if you trip, if you get a bag fortune, which I'm pretty sure you can trip in this game. I don't know if I've actually ever, though. you will let it go. Look at it bouncing around. But you can also let it go from your inventory, so you have to be careful about it because you can click let go, and then that's not really any fun. But you can reorder these balloons, I believe. I should have checked that while you were in there. I'm almost positive you can... Actually, I'm afraid to press A. I might let it go if you press A. But you can reorder these, so once I reorder some more, maybe we'll mess around with them some more. But they can get placed in your house, and we'll hold on to them. So it's the only way... you can get balloons from, I think, like the 4th of July festival, but... really, the main way to collect balloons is by visiting Tom Nook's sale, which I love that little tiny detail. I think it's just awesome. So yeah, off-screen work. I might play some more daily stuff, mail off some more fossils, donate a few more things. I'll throw in some clips if something exciting happens. But the next full day, I don't know when that will be, but it will be soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.